Hello, this is Suzanne Wagner. I'm just doing a little musings video because I'm dealing with so many people right now at the beginning of the year that are feeling pretty stressed out and overwhelmed on lots of levels. And I want everyone to recognize you're not alone. A lot of people keep thinking, there's something wrong with me. I'm overwhelmed. I'm emotionally a wreck. I'm so busy. I'm having trouble getting things done. I'm having trouble getting things accomplished. I feel like I'm falling behind. Uh, and one of the things that I have found is that the time that we're in right now is a rapid speeding up and progression of consciousness. And healing requires us to slow down. And so here's this really trying time that we're in on an astrological level that is not going away anytime quickly. And so, anybody who knows me really well knows that I am like the eternal optimist. I'm a Leo, for goodness sakes. And so I'm very optimistic about, humanity and life in the world. And also I'm a ruthless, relentless truth teller because I learned a long time ago that you can't grow and you can't evolve and you can't change if you can't tell the truth. And if you can't see the truth, you can't tell the truth. So what is happening at this particular time is calling everyone to wakefulness, and the overwhelming feeling of that is exhausting. And I find people are overwhelmed because they're afraid and they're struggling to not be afraid and they're struggling to keep going. So they have a tendency to try and create a lot of busyness around themselves. So they don't have to slow down and they don't have to really sit with, as Pema Chodron would say, sitting in the Shempa of the misery of what they're really feeling. And we're in winter. I'm doing this video in January of 2020, and we're in winter, and winter is always this time of self-reflection. In the Native American tradition, it's the direction of the north. It's the domain of the white buffalo. It's to look at what's worked and what hasn't worked. It's to be aware that great lives have to have a certain degree of planning associated with them. And as much as we want to just be in our little habits and patterns, sometimes those habits and patterns have to change, and we have to take responsibility for those choices and changes. So the first thing I want everybody to do is to recognize that the frustration you're feeling and the rushing that you're creating maybe doesn't have to happen that way. So perhaps you just do one thing a day. And that's what I do when I'm feeling this pressure. I just go into one thing a day. So I say for 1 hour a day, I'm going to work on the thing I don't want to work on. I'm going to do the project that I don't want to do. I'm going to tackle the closet. I'm going to get rid of stuff. I'm going to organize stuff. And you'd be amazed if you just do that every day, just do 1 hour a day, how much you can get accomplished. You can actually get quite a bit done. And just getting that one thing accomplished will make you feel less overwhelmed. And in focusing on a redundant task, I find self-reflection usually arises pretty easily, pretty gently. So, one, you're not alone. Everyone is struggling in one way or another right now, and they're going to continue to, depending on how this once-in-a-lifetime astrology continues to hit you. And to me, it's about embracing the lessons when they show up. And try to be as authentic and loving and sincere as possible, but to also call people out on being unaware or being in a place of too much drama. And don't get me wrong, there is plenty of crazy stuff going on that you could go into drama about. Okay, so I'm not saying drama isn't happening. I'm saying that your response to the drama probably needs to change, alter, adjust. And if you're calm, I find that the calmness will instantly give you some skill. It'll give you a little bit of flexibility and wiggle room, because there are moments when you are going to have to respond quickly. And right now, I'm not in that place astrologically, though this summer we might be. But right now, I think that we can slow down and figure out where our priorities are and notice if we're creating a strategy to avoid feeling something. And just keep telling ourselves the truth. One of the things I also just want to talk about is that, I've noticed this since last summer, that people seem to be leaving the planet. And maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe they see a doorway, and maybe this astrology is a doorway or a window or a way through to another side. And I want people to be okay with the fact that some people are leaving the planet at this particular time. I think that when energy accelerates, which is what it's doing, if you can't vibrate in that way, or adjust your vibration, it starts to pull you out or take you out of the game. No matter what, compassion is slow, kind, gentle, compassionate. Anger is rushed, intense, reactive, righteous, and it drains energy and life force. Each of us has a certain number of heartbeats that our heart will beat in this lifetime. And yes, there are moments you're going to need to have your heart rate moving rapidly, but there are also moments that you can slow the pace down and feel into the beauty that is in each and every moment. I believe right now that within each of you is a Buddha nature, and that Buddha nature is beautiful. It's always beautiful. I think sometimes we forget to see our beauty. I think we forget to see the beauty in others. I think we forget to see beauty in aging. I think we forget to see beauty in wrinkles and the things that just naturally happen in life, that we're attracted to that youthfulness and we're attracted to the beauty, and that's so wonderful. But there's a calmness that comes with clarity, and a truthfulness that comes from accepting yourself and allowing your authenticity to be seen by others rather than put on a mask, put on a face, be what other people want you to be. And my suggestion is, what if who you are right now is your Buddha nature and it's completely perfect? And what I wanted to do with this video was to kind of calm everybody down and drop everybody in to feel that divineness that is inside of you, that spark of light that wanted to be here at this time, because I believe that anyone who is here at this massively transformational time in history wanted to be here. You wanted to contribute in some way. You were like, I want to feel this. I want to have that as an experience. So don't shut down because of overwhelm, and not give yourself the opportunity to fully bring as much of your soul essence into this place as you possibly can. I know that I need my angelic perspective. I need my spiritual self. I need my past life wisdom seekers. I need all of those parts to help me navigate this complex time. It's something we've never seen, and it's going to be transformational for sure. I mean, it already is. So I believe that sometimes situations like this are here to crack our hearts open, and some hearts have to break before they open. And I think if you slow down, you don't have to have your heart break. I think that you could be really okay and choose to open rather than be forced. So I hope that's helpful. Enjoy your week, and thank you for listening.